take another break on News Track, and when we come back, we have stories making the rounds in the world of business on the foreign scene and the latest in the English Premier League. That will be on Sports News. Please stay with us.
This is the one-stop shop to get the latest on the who, the what, the where, and the when of the entertainment world. We take you into the world of your favorite celebrities. You get to share the glamour of the red carpet with them. See what they do behind the cameras and of course, hear them speak to us exclusively.
Time ago that, my ultimate goal was to, play in Africa.
And it's music, movies, fashion, and all the juicy entertainment bits that tickles your fancy. It's what we're focused on right here. So this is Entertainment News Channel Star. And join us and get this program.
Ample naira liquidity from matured open market operations supported lending rates at the interbank as it eased marginally to an average of 10.5% week on week. The secured open buyback was flat at 10.25%. Overnight placement closed at 10.75%, while core money eased to 10.75%. Traders say although the central bank debited about 74 billion naira to meet the cash reserves requirement from banks' accounts on Wednesday, about 156 billion naira in matured OMO debt notes were re-injected to the market on Thursday. Once again, local and foreign investors have besieged the Tafawa Balewa Square, venue of the Lagos International Trade Fair. The event, organized annually by the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, is described as the biggest business gathering in Nigeria, which is aimed at boosting international trade and promoting economic growth. Our correspondent Temple Asaju reports.
The trade fair ranks as one of the biggest across Africa. Organizers, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, center the objective of the fair on business promotions.
Everybody wants to be in Nigeria, but there must be a forum for them to be able to see what is available in Nigeria and also to showcase what they have.
It's an excellent platform for people to actually promote their businesses. It's also a very good platform for consumers, people who want to make contacts, who want to buy things at a discount.
Despite the change of location for the fair due to road rehabilitation around the original site, the number of exhibitors have continued to rise.
People are still coming to register to participate in the trade fair. So direct participants, they're well over 1,000.
I think there are lots of people. I think the awareness, and I think I prefer the location here.
This is the venue of the 27th edition of the Lagos International Trade Fair. At the moment, this trade fair houses over 2,000 accredited international and local companies. Bargains are going on between buyers and sellers as they continue to troop in and out.
Nigeria is a big market for China companies. They want to come to Nigeria and to try to advocate his products.
We've been giving various ranges of discounts to our customers for the fair. It ranged from 5% to 15% depending on the bargaining powers of the customers.
Outside is very costly, but there is discount here.
The discount is not much in terms of what the prices we are getting outside.
People who are buying these items, who are taking them home, must have been convinced that they have a bargain.
One of the objectives of a trade fair is to examine market trends. And this one, which ends on Sunday, may just be doing justice to Nigeria's Business Confidence Index.
Indicators that the Nigerian equities market ended the week on a negative note as the all-share index slipped from the 38,000 benchmark. The key benchmark index lost 0.67% to close Friday's session at 37,870.87 points. Market capitalization also depreciated to 12.1 trillion naira. The all-share index was pulled down by price losses recorded by some market heavyweights Nestle Guinness Nigeria, and Dangote Cement. Among the top prize gainers for the day are Fort Oil, Cadbury, and Mobile. Transnational Corporation of Nigeria is among the most actively traded stocks, churning out 98.61 million units. Other equities that also caught investors' attention are Zenith Bank and Dangote Cement. When the closing bell rang to signify the end of trading for the week, the market logged a total volume of 282.74 million units valued at 6.19 billion naira, traded in 4,498 deals. Well, Standard & Poor's has cut France's credit rating to AA from AA+. Now, the move comes almost 2 years after the country lost its top-rated AAA status. S&P said it downgraded France because high unemployment in the country was making it hard for the government to make important reforms which would boost growth. The French government responded by saying that its debt rating was one of the safest in the Eurozone. S&P said it expected government debt to hit 86% of gross domestic product in 2015 and unemployment to remain above 10% until 2016. On the foreign scene, President Goodluck Jonathan has expressed appreciation to the Gambian president for his support to Nigerians in the Gambia and promised to build stronger economic ties between the two nations. The president, who is on a visit to the West African country, spoke during a meeting with the Gambian president. Both men discussed issues of mutual interest to the two countries. On his part, the president of the Gambia, Yahya Jammeh, congratulated President Jonathan and Nigerians in yesterday's win of the Under-17 World Cup. That's talking about the Golden Eaglets, and lauded Nigeria's role as a frontline state in several issues on Africa. President Jonathan is expected back in Nigeria tonight. Economic and development experts in London have challenged Nigeria to move past dependence on oil and seek broader economic prospects. A recent survey shows that Africa still ranks low in general perceptions about emerging economies, while China tops the chart. Our London correspondent Doris Okenwa reports.
I think is going to happen.
A gathering of intellectuals, economic and development experts with policymakers to propose a new model for international development. The attention is on a recent survey carried out by research experts Ipsos Mori and the King's College London across 11 countries of the world. The survey aimed at capturing the general public perception and mood about particular countries and regions, with questions like, which countries have economic models that should be emulated by other governments? Which countries have the best job opportunities for young people? And who will emerge as possible economic powers of the future? While China steals the show with the highest perception.
What I mean by governance of growth is something that China has done well on, and parts of East Asia have as well, is to ensure that the way that the state manages growth, it means that it's very broad-based, so most of the population are benefiting.
Where is Africa in all this? After long deliberations on the future of global economy, the perception for Africa doesn't come across as very strong.
No model that people want to follow seem to come out of Africa.
And why is that?
It may be because of perceptions take a long time to change. Maybe perceptions about Africa, particularly sub-Saharan Africa, are out of date and people are catching up. I mean, as I say, many countries in Africa are growing very quickly.
Perhaps Africa needs a rebranding campaign to improve perceptions.
I think an important thing is the use of natural resources in a productive fashion. The use of new natural resource wealth to spread the benefits of growth. If you look at the countries that have shown up very well in the survey, they're typically countries, notably China, that's been very good at raising the incomes of the poorest.
Some experts believe Nigeria can improve its global rating.
It's still got a very dysfunctional economy, and it's not an economic power in the same way. It's an economic power within Africa, and it will become probably an economic power more widely, but it's got such huge governance problems, it's got such huge problems with getting beyond oil in terms of its global presence, that it's not actually got much economic weight in the world outside.
Now, whether this survey is